All right, soccer fans, we know you're counting it down. We are 1 year and 1 day away from the FIFA World Cup here in Kansas City.
Yep, and reps from all World Cup U.S. host cities, they gathered for a meeting in New York City to share updates on the planning progress. In fact, I reached out to KC 2026 to ask about those meetings, and KC 2026 CEO Pam Kramer estimates 650,000 fans will visit Kansas City during that period. In fact, her office tells me Kansas City may be the smallest host city, but it's still the soccer capital of America.
Yeah, it is, but it hasn't always been that way. Tonight, KSHB 41's Todd Palmer shares the voices of two members of Sporting Kansas City, taking us back to when the Kansas City Wizards needed a little bit of magic.
During the last 30 years, Kansas City has evolved into one of the great soccer cities in America. But there was a time in the early 2000s when Kansas City almost wasn't a soccer city anymore at all.
2000 came and we won the Supporter Shield and MLS Cup. You're on a high, right? That's the pinnacle of what you can do. Don Garber started that next year, came to Kansas City for the first time and told us we were likely going to be contracted.
The new MLS commissioner didn't consider Kansas City a viable market.
And we had very limited resources, zero budgets, and a very, very, very small staff.
And then there were times we just didn't have fields at all.
Chet was hired as head athletic trainer in 1996, the inaugural season. But really, he was the entire training staff and travel coordinator and part-time equipment manager and helped scour the city for practice fields.
And then we'd page all the players to show up here at the field. And the wood-paneled van would park and throw all these bags of clothes out.
In 1997 or 8, a player gave his jersey away at a game. I had to go from the locker room, run out and find the fan to get the jersey back. We made so few jerseys that year for our players and to sell that you just couldn't give one away. It was a labor of love for everyone. Working hard, just trying to stay afloat.
Unwavering belief from the Hunt family, which sold the club to the Illigan Patterson families in 2006, allowed KC's soccer culture to blossom.
If it wasn't for Lamar, this new ownership group wouldn't have come on board. And this new ownership group, if the new ownership group didn't come on board, the World Cup would not be in Kansas City.
Kansas City will host 6 games in next summer's World Cup, including a quarterfinal match. In Kansas City, Kansas, Todd Palmer, KSHB 41 News.